Hi, I'm Bill McLoughlin, Editor-in-Chief of Furniture Today. Welcome to the Las Vegas market. We're here in the Ashley showroom with Ashley Chairman Ron Wanek. Ron, your showroom, it's Saturday, is already bustling. This is a very large showroom. How does this compare to High Point?
Well, this showroom is a little bit larger than High Point. It's about 145,000 square feet. High Point's about 135,000 square feet. So our showroom in both markets is the largest showroom in the market. We got a big emphasis on outdoor and also accessories, which have been really growing categories for us. We just showed in Atlanta. It was a very successful accessory market in Atlanta. And we're very excited about the growth that we're going to have in 2019. 2018 was a great growth year, our best year in Ashley's history. And we're going into 2019 with a lot of optimism. And of course, the most important thing is when the dealers have optimism, which they have right now, that always makes the markets a lot of fun.
The other real growth category for you over the last year or so has been mattresses and bedding. How's that going, and what's your plan there?
Well, mattresses are also a great growth category for us, and we have probably the best, most automated plant in the United States for manufacturing bedding, and it was just opened in Saltillo, Mississippi. It's a huge plant. It's 865,000 square feet. And of course, we also formerly we did manufacture in Verona, Mississippi, but we moved that facility to Saltillo. And in addition to that, we manufacture mattresses in our Advanced, North Carolina facility.
Over the last couple of years, technology has become increasingly important for the industry, and you've made some significant investments there, haven't you?
Well, in the last 4 years, actually not quite 4 years, we invested over $1 billion. A huge part of that was in technology. We have a huge technology department and IT, Internet of Things, automation, huge investment that's being made in that area to make sure that our plants are the most up-to-date and competitive in the world.
Part of that is also to support e-commerce, isn't it?
E-commerce is certainly changing everything today, and it's going to change the industry. And the level of service that we have to provide today has to really improve. Call it the Amazon effect or whatever, and the level of service that we and all of our dealers have to provide obviously has to improve a lot.
To support e-commerce usually takes a significant inventory commitment and the ability to ship very quickly. That's historically been an Ashley focal point. Do you feel like that gives you a good position to support e-commerce business?
Absolutely, and obviously a big part of the Internet of Things is how we do our forecasting and that sort of thing, so that we don't waste either. And hooking our dealers together with what we're doing, that's a big part, so that the supply chain is more in sync, so to speak.
So with categories like bedding, furniture, and outdoor, how do dealers order that? Does that have to be a truck of bedding, a truck of...
No, the beauty of Ashley is they can order 18 different product categories on one truck and mix and match however they like. So the service that we can offer dealers is probably the best in the industry, I would like to say.
Obviously, tariffs continue to be an issue. You have made a concerted effort to try to insulate yourself years even before this became an issue. How do you feel you're positioned to deal with that should they come to pass, the 25%?
Well, we still do business in China, but it has been significantly reduced. And some products China still does a better job at, like metal furniture, for example. They do a really good job. They produce a lot of metal there. And so China is still going to be a factor in the future. But we wouldn't be surprised if the 25% tariff would go on March 25th. I mean, our government is negotiating with the Chinese, and whether or not they're successful in getting what they think they need is a question, and probably the 10% will stay there. And of course, it's only a guess on our part. Who knows?
Now, you've made a significant investment in domestic manufacturing. In addition to the mattress plant in Saltillo, you had some other expansions in manufacturing here, haven't you?
Yeah, we have our Mesquite, Texas plant is the one that we built. We had a lease facility in Mesquite, about 500,000 square feet. We got just under 1 million square feet, a huge new warehouse distribution center. It's also going to have some upholstery manufacturing in it. But we expanded our Arcadia facility. That came on stream in 2018, a big expansion in Arcadia. And of course, January of 2018, our Leesport facility was expanded by about 50%. It's about 1.5 million square feet, and it was about 1.1 million previously. So, and this is all, of course, the high storage warehouses, very efficient warehouse for the most part, but also some manufacturing.
Now, speaking of Arcadia, you've also made some recent investments into solar technology there.
We're investing about $40 million in solar technology. Of course, we're starting in California, and then we're going to be putting it in many of our other facilities, manufacturing facilities, and it's a significant investment for us, and we're excited about it.
Why are you doing that?
Well, first of all, it's the right thing to do, and economically it also makes sense.
Employee shortages continue to be an issue throughout the industry. How are you dealing with that as you continue to try to expand domestically?
Well, we're doing a lot of automation. We got a huge automation effort right now, putting on many robots, and automation is a big part of what we're doing, and it's really embraced by our employees. You know, a lot of this work was heavy and hard, and the robots, of course, they don't get tired, and lots of people would rather work alongside of a robot than maybe do a lot of the heavy lifting themselves, and so it's going very well for us.
So as you look at 2019, how would you say you feel about the prospects for both Ashley this year and also for the furniture industry at large? Are you optimistic? Are you pessimistic? What do you view the year like?
We're very optimistic. We think it's going to be a great growth year. You know, you hear less talk about recession now. There was a little talk about it earlier, but you hear less about it. And you know, the forecasters think that it'd probably be 2020 that maybe there may be a little slowdown. But anyway, we're optimistic and making huge investments in automation and IT, and just going to continue to do that.
Thanks for taking the time to talk to us today.
Thank you.